Back. January is Human Trafficking Prevention Month. It's a problem here and all over the country, often happening right out in the open, but there are efforts underway right now to end it before it even begins. This afternoon we have Deborah and Brenda. Welcome to both of you, and you're both from REACH, which is the National Ohio Regional Efforts aimed to combat human trafficking. Let's first talk more about REACH, what it does.
Okay.
So I just want to correct you. It's Northern Ohio REACH. We were formerly known as the Lucas County Human Trafficking Coalition. We just changed our name this year because we don't service just Lucas County. We service Wood, Sandusky, Ottawa, and the other one that starts with the S, and I'm not for sure. And Seneca. So we are going to be expanding our efforts into those areas.
How bad of a problem is human trafficking? I mean, the impression I have is that it's bad, and we're going to talk moments about these classes you have available to help people learn more about it. But how bad is human trafficking in this region of the country? I would think with I-75 and the Turnpike, everything else, it's got to be awful.
In that, human trafficking in our area is severely bad. There's efforts that we work with our Toledo Police, the FBI, to try to combat it, to try to rescue those that are trafficked in. Ages could start as early as 12 years old.
Seriously?
And there's boys and girls that are trafficked, men and women. Because human trafficking is not just sex trafficking, it's also labor trafficking. And then,
well, human trafficking has been around as far as our civilization has been. I mean, slavery is human trafficking, and here we are. You'd think that we're above that now, but no. The criminal element, they prey on people that in probably lower income communities, or maybe just girls who are looking for drugs. Or boys looking for drugs. They get caught in a situation, and then, am I right in this? And then it develops into a situation, they start grooming these people?
It does, but I need to go back for a minute. I think Toledo got a reputation years ago of being like in the top 4 of human trafficking incidents, and what that really means is that we have a great coalition. We always report. We call the National Human Trafficking Hotline. We have a great task force here comprised of the FBI and TPD. And so our numbers are high in terms of arrests and things like that. Does it mean that we have higher human trafficking here than, say, in Columbus? No. Because if you look at any big city, they always have intersecting highways. And so we're just like any other big city that it happens here. The big factor is vulnerability. So you'll find that with vulnerability could come in forms of, you don't have the money, you don't have finances, you have issues at home. So like children in foster care are really vulnerable because they have a lot of their own trauma issues. Somebody can find them, a trafficker could find them and meet some of those needs for them on an immediate basis. And before they know it, they are now stuck in it, and they don't even think they're stuck in it. They think this life is cool, I get this, and they don't realize until later that they actually have been trafficked.
And they wind up being taken out of town then, away from their families, away from anybody who knows them?
I mean, sometimes they do, sometimes it's local. Some people can get trafficked right out of their home and be picked up by the traffickers and still be returned home. So whatever fits the traffickers' MO, however they can make the most money, that's how it's going to work.
Brenda, tell me about the Conversations for Youth and Parents Teens on Social Media event coming up tomorrow afternoon, 3:30 to 5:30 at the Kent Branch Library.
yes, we want to bring awareness for those parents, guardians, and the young people that are on social media. A lot of times traffickers will target young people. AI plays a big part in...
Really?
Yes.
Already?
Already. And they pretend to be a young person, and they lure them. And sometimes it's with gifts, or sometimes it's just meeting up. They think they're their age, and sometimes that's how a young person can get trafficked. You have to be careful on what their privacy settings. They're going to come to learn about how to protect themselves, how to know who's they're online with.
I would imagine you probably, as a parent, you want to make sure you stay on top of your kids' social media.
Yes.
This event is free then?
This event is free at the Kent Branch
Then we
Library.
have another event coming up Saturday, 9:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. at St. Michael's of the Hills Church, a multi-faith prayer breakfast. Tell me about it.
So Historically, we've done the multi-faith prayer breakfast for many years. COVID kind of stopped us, so we're bringing that back. We will have the Multi-Faith Council of Northwest Ohio offering prayers and intentions for any survivors, people who work with them, and then we will have this featured guest speaker who herself was a victim of trafficking here in Lucas County. She's now, but I'd like to say she is a thriver. It's going to be a great story. I encourage anybody to come if you have the time. I know everybody's worried about the weather. It is January, it's Northwest Ohio, winter happens, so as long as it's not a level 2, we're on. We will provide a light breakfast and then any kind of questions that anybody has. This is a learning experience for people to become educated, to hear what it's like to be trafficked.
Okay, Deborah, Brenda, thank you so much for coming in. It's a problem. I think I applaud efforts you are both trying to take to keep fighting the good fight. I don't know if our society, the way the world goes, it'll ever be totally one, but at least you're chipping away and making an impact. Thank you very much.
Making an impact and praying.
There you go. All right.